I will be interviewing Mr. Amado Tucker, System Administrator of Rutgers University Psychology Department. I'm going to let him explain further regarding his position at the Psychology Department.
Good morning, my name is Amado Tucker. I'm the System Administrator here at Department of Psychology, and basically that means that I'm in charge of all of IT. Anything you can possibly imagine that you would need in an IT infrastructure, that's what I provide, and we basically do not outsource anything to any other third-party, so everything has to be in-house.
Okay. So Amado, what do you consider the most important and valuable at the Psychology Department?
The most important and valuable thing would have to be the servers and basically having the entire IT infrastructure operate in the most efficient and cost-effective manner possible. Normally, in a normal corporation or corporate entity, IT is usually a pretty big money drain. But here in the Department of Psychology, of course, we're in an academia setting, so we have to find ways to cut the cost for stuff that we would normally pay for, but do it in such a way that we don't lose the value of what we need set up. So definitely have to plan ahead. You have to make sure you have all the pieces in place and then move on from there.
Okay. So can you mention an issue that you were able to solve once you enter your position?
Well, when I was originally hired, there really wasn't an IT infrastructure to begin with, so I would say that's definitely one of the biggest challenge I had coming into the position. In the past, for the last 10 years, they did what any normal organization or company would do. You hire like this one IT guy, he does whatever he's doing. He does the best possible, but that still doesn't solve the problem. So when I came in, I had to basically start from scratch, from rebuilding every single thing here, from emails to web servers to anything that a student would interact with, databases for experimentation, all that stuff. We had to start from scratch and then build that up to a level where it was actually usable by the rest of the university and actually usable by the faculty as well, so that they could actually get on to doing their research instead of having to wait for their computers to work or their servers to work and then go from there.
Okay, so as far as I guess saving money to the Psychology Department, how did you manage to do that? What strategy did you use?
Cost-cutting measures are pretty simple. In a normal organization, what you'll do is you'll go out, you'll buy all your stuff from third-party vendors in order to have, say, network printing or anything like that. In our case, what I did was that I actually write and develop all the programs and everything that we need to run our entire network. So from, for example, webmail, email, anything that you can imagine, or using your iPhone, whatever you can think of, we do that. I'm basically developing the applications in-house, writing all the program codes, or setting up everything, and normally our system runs 100% on free or open source software, so we're talking Linux servers, BSD servers, and all that good stuff. And if we use those, we keep the costs extremely low because we don't have to pay licensing fees, we don't have to pay for hardware. So of course I have a vendor that I have custom build all our systems instead of going through like Dell, which just equals more money being wasted. And then for the main servers, I build them myself instead of dropping $20,000 or more for a piece of hardware.
Okay. Now, as far as what do you think the outcome would have been if you didn't come here to the Psychology Department and made those improvements?
Well, if I wasn't here, it's pretty simple what would happen. Basically, it'd be back to the way it was beforehand. So we're talking that nobody in the department is going to basically be able to do their work, because in psychology, when you do all, for example, when you scan any kind of subjects or anything like that, you need high performance computers to analyze all the data. So without that infrastructure, you won't be able to actually crunch the numbers to then write your papers. Based on the type of lab, it's like they would probably be in the dark ages. They wouldn't be able to do their work. They would of course need to request more money from New Brunswick or from the main Rutgers entity, and that's really, maybe you'll get it or maybe you don't. And if you have a grant, you can only spend the grant money up to a certain level before you actually run out of money. So without my position, you're talking of pretty much this organization would collapse.
Okay, thanks, Amado. Thank you for your time.
No problem.